Alice in Wonderland. It is a dream story. It runs like this. There was a pretty little girl. Her name was Alice. She was sitting on a bench by the side of her elder sister, who was busy reading a book. So she was off and thinking what to do. She decided to go away and pick flowers. That very time, a white rabbit with red eyes ran past her. It was nothing unusual, but she became curious when she heard Rabbit murmur, "Blast! I'm going to be late," looking at his pocket watch. He just ran and ran away very fast. This was a bit strange for Alice. To know the secret, she followed the white rabbit. The rabbit very soon disappeared into a large burrow. Alice was after him. She ran into the same burrow. The burrow joined a steep tunnel. The tunnel was finally converging into a deep well. Alice, there in the well, saw shelves of jam, preserves, and shop windows, full of cakes and sweets, all along the walls of the well. The path bumpy. She stumbled on a bed of dead leaves. The place being dark, Alice fought her way to a bright lit room. The room had a little three-legged table with a small key. Alice was staring at the key as to which door was it meant for. She tried hard to see the bottom of the wall. It was a little door. Behind it there was another long tunnel, and it was too narrow for Alice to pass through. She struggled and saw at the end of the tunnel the most beautiful garden of her life. It was full of riches and flowers of all colors. "I wish I could shrink that much to be easily there in the mysterious magic garden," thought Alice. Back to the little table, she saw a little bottle with a label, "Drink me." As there was nothing suspicious about the bottle, she drank the delicious drink to her satisfaction. After drink, she felt that she was shrinking fast. She was then up to the right size to enter through the little door into the beautiful garden. There in the garden she saw a well-dressed white rabbit with a fan and white gloves. She was not happy, all alone. She begged Rabbit to help her find a way out. Rabbit, however, helped her towards a little white house where white roses were growing all around, and the two strange looking gardeners were painting the roses red. When coming nearer, Alice heard one of them utter, "Be careful, five of clubs! You are splashing paint in my face." "It's not my fault," replied the five of clubs. Alice was inquisitive. She wanted to know as to why they were painting the roses, but there was no answer. The five of clubs simply exclaiming, "The queen, the queen!" The two gardeners eventually fell flat on the ground. Then there appeared a band of nymphs, the royal children, the jokers, and finally the king and the queen of hearts. The queen of hearts, in an angry mood, asked the name of the little girl and about the two gardeners painting the roses. But the king pacified the queen, saying that the girl Alice was a merry child. Suddenly, meanwhile, Alice felt some changes taking place. She was getting bigger and bigger, and she soon was back to her original size. Again, the same angry scream of the queen of her with head. But then came the daring reply from Alice. Who cares about you? You are nothing but a queen of the cards. All the cards flew in the air and fell onto Alice. Then, with a cry and a shake up, she was back to her sister's lap, all awake. What a bewitching dream it was. So, viewers, do you like my story? If you like it, please tell me in comments and share, like too.